The stage is set.
Wipeout champion, baby!
20 men and women from across Australia are about to compete in the most outrageous obstacle course this country's ever seen. Those tough enough will endure breathtaking spills, spectacular tumbles, and incredible falls.
Ready, big ball!
Only the fastest and strongest four will survive and take a shot at $20,000. But to claim the cash and achieve ultimate glory, they'll have to overcome the biggest obstacle of their lives, the Wipeout Zone, the final step to $20,000. The epic competition begins right now. This is Wipeout Australia. Hello, Australia. I'm James Brayshaw here with my main man, Josh Lawson.
Welcome, everyone, to the show with thrills, spills and motion sickness pills. 20 ordinary Aussies and some not so ordinary compete for $20,000.
It all starts with our all-ball qualifier course. This week we've got the dirty balls, our sucker punch wall, the famous big balls.
And as if those aren't big enough, we've got the giant ball swing.
Only the top 12 move on to the next round. The other 8 are knocked out.
Sometimes literally.
Our first contestant is on the starting line.
Radical!
This wild child spoke to the third member of our broadcast team, Kelly Landry.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm here with Alison Wallace. Alison, I like your outfit. Who are you representing today?
Lawn Bowls Association of New South Wales. Woo!
So it's very white, pristine and clean outfit you've got going on there. How do you think that's going to go on the course?
It'll be fine because no mud will be getting to this nice white ensemble.
Alison's from Maryland in New South Wales, and at just 22, she proves that lawn bowling's not just for senior citizens. I've got to say, white, not the best choice for the dirty balls.
Are your ears painted on today, JB? Remember, Alison has a foolproof plan for our first obstacle.
It'll be fine because no mud will be getting to this nice white ensemble.
Time for plan B, I guess.
I have never seen a lady bowler do a striptease before.
Yeah, that'd be a whole different kind of club, James.
All right, let's see what tactics she tries with the sucker punch wall.
It'll be fine because no mud will be getting to this nice white ensemble.
Tactics? That's simple, James. Oh, some baking soda should get that right out.
Our lady bowler approaching the big balls. This could be her chance to get those whites clean again.
This is harder than it looks. Oh my God.
Drum roll, please. Oh, thank you.
Ooh. No, I have to see that again. Look at this. Alison gives 100% of herself to this fall. Feet, bum, back, shoulders, neck and head. Truly a total wipeout.
Go, Alison!
Can she bring that same commitment to the ball swing?
This doesn't look that hard.
All right, Alison going for a slide move. Ooh, no doubt a dirty day for our lady bowler, Josh.
James, you'll be happy to know that all of today's contestants receive a free carton of Wipe-O-Matic Big Ball Concentrate. If you want to annihilate your whites and nullify those brights, you'll be ecstatic with Wipe-O-Matic. James, what's that sound? Is that your stomach growling?
No, that's our next contestant. Kelly's down with him now.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Kane Broderick. Kane, I really like your outfit.
Let me just stop you there. You're not talking to Kane Broderick, you're talking to Mikey Broderick, Australian wrestling superstar, Guns of Steel, and to be future Wipeout champion of the world.
Well, good luck to you today.
I don't need luck.
Wipeout champion, baby!
From the Australian Capital Territory, weighing 220 pounds, Mikey Broderick.
And his opponent, 4 dirty balls.
Oh!
That was a body slam if I ever saw one.
The dirty ball's just the same as pro wrestling. The outcome's always predetermined, but people happy to watch it for hours.
That's right, Gorilla.
No, I'm James.
Made in China, weighing 6 tons, the 22-gloved heavyweight champion of the world, the Sucker Punch Wall. Whoa.
And Mikey ends up mud wrestling again.
The sucker punch goes low, but as usual, the referee was distracted, so the fall counts. I can't believe that, Jesse.
No, I'm James.
Now, this is a handicap match scheduled for 1 fall. Weighing a measly 100 pounds, yet undefeated today, the Big Balls. Let's get her ready to stumble.
Oh, man. I wonder what was going through his head.
Mikey making his way up to the top rope. He lays a flying body press on the ball swing and scores!
Landed it.
And if we pause it right here, we can see his impression of Atlas holding up the world.
Number one, baby, Mikey!
Here he is, your winner, people, Mikey Broderick.
They are some pretty bloody big guns.
All right, try to focus, Kelly. It's time for our next contestant, and I hope you brought your sunglasses.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Stephen Arbella. Stephen, what's your favourite colour?
My favourite colour is fluoro green.
So, Stephen, you're a bingo caller.
Oh yes, Kelly. People might see me around in bingo halls calling 66, clickety-click, 2 big ladies, 88, and unlucky for some, 13.
Well, this should be child's play for Bingo Steve. This is an all-ball qualifier.
Yep, he'll feel right at home on today's course.
You better believe it, big fella.
Come on. Which one's 13?
Have a guess. Bingo! I'll take the $10 gift voucher in the meat tray, thanks. Lucky 74. If you like big balls, here's some more.
Bring on the big ball!
Big will get me through!
I want to at least try and step on number 2.
Now, this is Sam Gaskell from Engadine, New South Wales. He works at an IT help desk.
IT help desk, this is Sam.
Yeah, is that you, Sam? Hi, my CPU just got dumped in 6 terabytes of mud. What do you suggest, mate? That anti-sucker punch program just isn't working.
I'm stuck.
Sam really stuffed leading up to the big balls. Nobody's made it across them all day. Him included.
Play it again, Sam. JB, look at that bounce. He tries to reboot, but just tears up his software.
Who have you got for us now, Kelly?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Kirsten Stewart. You are looking beautiful today. You've got a great outfit on. Give us a little turn around. Turn around. Now, what do you do for a living?
I have a guess.
I'm a defensive tactics and firearms instructor for Victoria Police.
What?
I'm a defensive tactics and firearms instructor for Victoria Police.
Wow, my guess was way off.
Kirsten's from Keilor Downs in Victoria.
Kirsten, please police me.
Down boy.
Our pretty pink policewoman ready to detain those dirty derelict balls.
Yeah, I think they got off with a caution.
James, do you mind if we go back to the interview for just a tick?
Sure, why is that?
Give us a little turn around. Turn around.
You know, I think I got pulled over by that woman once.
Yeah, right. Time for some unarmed combat at the sucker punch wall.
Oh, officer down, call for backup.
I can't imagine why anyone would want to do this.
It might have something to do with $20,000.
What are you going to do with the money if you win today?
Gotta buy a helicopter. That's my goal.
Oh, the money, the money. Well, I do need a new car.
I'm gonna spend it all on myself.
I'll probably just buy a new computer.
Or a speedboat. Either way.
Is it cash?
I am going to have the best disco in town. Buddy! Woo!
Probably gamble it.
What are you going to do with the money if you win?
And a big steak.
And finally, here's a guy with a more philosophical approach.
I'm here with Sarati Lee. Sarati, do you have a philosophy for today?
Yes, today is about balance, physically and spiritually.
So what's your motto today?
Taking his time to size up the opponent.
Really? I reckon he's just rooted. And it's Crouching Tiger, hidden talent. Very well hidden.
Honourable to the end. He finishes in a time of 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Now, you've invented an awesome game. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's called the Fight Hug. It's violent love. It's where we are these days. It's kind of like you grab them, like it's a bit of a hug, and you got to out-hug them. So if you get them to the ground, that's how you win the Fight Hug.
What's the first rule of Fight Hug?
There are no rules in Fight Hug.
Actually, James, we found the Fight Hug rule book.
Yeah?
And there are rules.
It's Fight Hug time!
First rule of Fight Hug, fight dirty. Second rule of Fight Hug, 22 against 1 is a fair fight.
Ready, big boy!
Third rule of Fight Hug. If it's big and red, jump on it. And fourth rule of Fight Hug. Not everything wants to be hugged.
Well, playing by the rules paid off for Beth as she finished with a great time of 3 minutes 10 seconds. That gives her an excellent chance of qualifying.
And right now, here's some people who just love the swing.
Can 24-year-old swim coach Natalie McClan conquer the ball swing?
On your marks, set.
She's away. Looking good. Hey, she's there! Natalie collects gold for Australia in the 25-metre ball swing without even getting wet.
She carried the hopes of a nation on a wing and a ball, James.
Here's a girl with a slightly different type of bling. She spoke to Kelly earlier.
You like to boogie?
I do like to boogie.
So what's your strategy going into the game today?
My strategy, I am going to shake my booty all the way with sparkles and glitter to the end.
Disco Durston approaching the dirty balls.
I think you mean dance floor, James.
No, man, they're dirty balls. Disco Durston now on the big balls.
No, I think you mean mirror balls, James.
What went wrong there, Josh? Was it speed or technique?
No, not at all. I'd have to blame it on the boogie.
Next up is Shane Ellis.
Queenslander!
Shane Ellis proudly representing the Sunshine State.
By getting the daylights knocked out of him. The Queenslander up to the ball swing now. Shane set sail.
And... no! He's off!
And he gets marooned in no man's land.
I tell you what, though, the big Queenslander will not give up and nails it on the second try.
Queenslander!
And here's Kelly with another Shane. Shane Man. He's a metrosexual man.
So Shane, talk us through your beauty regime.
Well, it starts off in the morning with a good lengthy shower, shampoo then conditioner, continue on to exfoliate the body. Once I'm out of the shower, I like to put the moisturiser on, make sure the lips are nice and red with the lip gloss, and we go from there.
JB, his last name is Man, but I'm beginning to wonder.
Well, Josh, we're about to see if he can fight like a man.
And he just added 2 more things to his daily beauty regime. A deep tissue massage, followed by a cleansing mud pack.
Onto the balls. Let's see if he has a manly technique here. Ouch!
Well, the metrosexual man gets off to a good start, but then mistakes the third ball for a powder puff and goes in for a touch-up.
This fine figure of a man is Big Bill Fitzgerald from Tamworth.
He's a former bouncer. No, you're not coming in here dressed like that.
Oh, right in the face. Ow.
Big Bill up to the big balls.
Come on, balls!
Ah, what do you know? Turns out he's still a bouncer after all.
Back at the sucker punch, people are being ejected all over the place.
I shouldn't have had a shower this morning.
Next up is compact contestant Ryan Newland.
Looks a bit like Tom Cruise.
Don't you have something to prove today?
Yeah, I'm proving to the world that little people can't just be pushed around by the bigger people.
Who are you doing it for?
The small Aussies.
Show me the money!
Even sounds like Tom Cruise.
All right, heading for the dirty balls now. Nice takeoff.
Oh! Crashed and burned on the landing, though. Hey, Maverick? I feel the need for ice.
Let's see how he goes on the next lot.
All right, stand up, Ryan. Come on, stand up. Oh, you are.
Heading towards the sucker punch wall now, and at a compact 3'7", he should be able to duck under those punches easily.
I think he saw all that red towering over him and had a Nicole Kidman flashback.
Now for the balls.
This is going to be better than Mission Impossible. This summer, Ryan Newland is kind of like Tom Cruise. Wipeout Pictures presents One Tiny Man, 4 ginormous balls, and the leap that will decide his fate. Mission Impossible 4, Revenge of the Balls. Coming soon to a big screen near you.
Ryan's nearly there, and have a look at his time. This man may be tiny, but he's tearing the course up.
Oh, too bad. He was nearly home. I think his eyes were wide shut there, James.
His final time is 1 minute 31, the second fastest today.
Good things come in small packages.
All right, so Ryan Tom Cruise Newland moves through to the next round among a few good men, including bingo caller Steve Abella and Queenslander Shane Ellis.
Representing the ladies, we find Fight Hugs Beth Reed, Carolyn Disco Durston, and Cop Kirsten Stewart.
Up next, watch us divide 12 by 2. It's double trouble on the sweeper.
As Wipeout Australia continues.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
A show that plays with really big toys.
12 contestants have made it to our next round, including Fight Hugs Beth Reed, swim coach Natalie McLaren, and Caroline Disco Durston. Also through are Ryan Tom Cruise Newland, Shane Metro Man, and Big Mikey Broderick.
Well, James, Mikey better get ready because he's about to face the sweeper.
Contestants stand on 3-metre poles and have to jump over the relentless sweeper arm. In the past, you've seen the sweeper in its various incarnations, but this week we're going old school.
Ah, James, it's the way the sweeper was meant to be played. No bells or whistles, just a whirling beam getting higher and faster.
I didn't realise you were such a sweeper purist, Josh.
Sometimes less is more.
Well, the first 6 to topple are out of the comp. The last 6 move on to take a shot at 20 grand.
But they need to keep clearing the sweeper because the last one standing takes home a $1,000 bonus. And James, don't forget the Wipeout Championship title is still up for grabs.
Oh, I think we all know who wants that one.
Mikey from Wipeout Champion, baby! Oh, yeah!
And we're off. The sweeper's on the move.
Go down!
You know, Josh, I'm all for simple, but I like the sweeper when it's got stuff hanging off it.
Just be patient, James. Doesn't take too long for it to get really whirling. Good things take time. And jackpot.
I stand corrected. The sweeper claims its first victim, netball champ Lisa Ellis.
Ooh, look at this. I think she has her sports mixed up. She seems set for the 100-metre dash. On your mark, get set, and you'll win.
So we're down to 11. And there goes Amelia Patamaki.
Wait, who's she?
Remember, she's the stunning personal trainer who tried to take half the mud pit home with her.
Ah, yes. I never forget a pretty face, even when it's completely covered in mud.
Back live, and the sweeper's really steaming.
The sweeper's like the Grim Reaper. You can cheat it with plastic surgery and Botox, but you can't escape the angel of death.
You need a therapist, man. Look out! Policewoman Kirsten Stewart's been taken down.
Oh, this time the cop gets taken down by the perp. And by the perp, I mean the perpendicular pole. And that's a real loss for the show today, James.
Why's that?
No reason.
So now we are 9. Wait, what's happening here? David Nocky Hannock desperately trying to cling on.
Oh no, not David Nocky Hannock. Anyone but David Nocky Hannock.
Why's that?
Well, because I love saying David Nocky Hannock. By the way, James, who is David Nocky Hannock?
He's this guy.
Speed will get me through!
Ah, right. Well, he needed a little more height to get him through here.
Now only 8 remain on the sweeper. 2 to go before we have our finalists.
You are very good with maths, James.
On you whippersnappers, I hope you change your nappies.
The sweeper puts a sock in the mouth of bingo caller Stephen Abella.
The bingo man gets hit fair and square in the legs 11. Draws unlucky for him, 13, and ends with the 22. 2 little ducks, and he joins them in the pool.
7 left now. Make that 6 as there goes Disco Durston.
Disco's dead, man.
Ah, Disco's not dead. It's just waterlogged and out of the game.
That means we have our 6 finalists.
$1,000 is mine, baby!
Including Mikey Broderick, the swim coach, Queenslander, Metro Man, Tom Cruise, and Fight Hugs.
Remember, the last one standing on the sweeper gets $1,000.
Yeah, well, that won't be Beth. Fight Hugs Reed.
Well, rule number 5 of Fight Hug, you can't fight gravity.
Down to 5 now. And look at this, synchronised diving.
Ah, yes, the famous mixed pair of McLaren and Mann. The swim coach and Metro Man showing years of practice and coordination. The judges give them a 10, a 10, and a 2. Maybe the Russian judge doesn't like men wearing makeup. The sweeper now going flat out.
Who will it take out next? Queenslander!
The sweeper tries to make the Queenslander feel right at home by giving him some great barrier grief.
Yeah, boy! So this leaves us with a fight we always wanted. A real David and Goliath affair. Big Mikey Broderick up against Ryan Tom Cruise Newland.
Yeah! Is that posted to scale? Mikey's got his guns of steel. Ryan's got his... Well, OK, no one said this was going to be a fair fight.
Let's go, Mikey! Mikey's superior height gives him a real edge getting over the sweeper bar.
Hey, don't count Tom Cruise out here. Remember all that practice he got jumping on Oprah's couch?
Yeah, well, my money's still on Mikey.
Well, mine too. But that's not the point. This is about pulling for the underdog, standing up for the little guy.
Mikey doesn't need any support. He's cheering for himself. Do you honestly think Ryan can beat Mikey?
No, he's cactus.
I'm amazed it's gone this far. Ryan's giving every ounce and inch he has. Get out! Mikey's making it look easy. Yeah, baby! No! There it is! The flying clothesline!
And that closes the book on this fairy tale.
Hey! The sweeper clips and flips Ryan like a rag doll, giving Mikey the victory and the $1,000. Oh, yeah? Wipeout champion, baby! Wah! Ah! Yeah! So, Big Mikey marches one step closer to his goal of claiming the Wipeout Championship title. But he'll have to face the next round along with Ryan Tom Cruise Newland, the Queenslander Shane Ellis, swim coach Natalie McLaren, Fight Hugs Beth Reed, and Shane Metro Man.
They'll all be getting a giant dose of the dizzies when Wipeout Australia returns. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, the filthiest family show on television.
Well, the sweeper swept away another 6 contestants, so we're down to our final 6.
They are Ryan Tom Cruise Newland, Queenslander Shane Ellis, swim coach Natalie McLaren, Shane Metro Man, wrestling superstar Mikey Broderick, and Fight Hugs Beth Reed.
And of those 6, just 4 move into the wipeout zone.
But we're not picking names out of a hat here. No, they have to get by our next truly twisted challenge first. It's called the Dizzy Dummy, and I love it.
It's easy. Everyone gets whipped around, then they have to cross the teeter-totters. First one across moves on.
The rest spin again, then tackle the crazy beams. It goes back and forth, round and round, until we have our final 4.
They will move into the wipeout zone and make a run for $20,000.
And the Wipeout Australia Championship title.
And we all know who's champing at the bit for that prize.
Wipeout champion, baby!
Kelly Landry asked Mikey Broderick and the other contestants about their upcoming bout.
Thanks, guys. Mikey Broderick, you must be feeling very excited right now.
Well, I said it from the very beginning, Kelly. Mikey Broderick is going to be Australian Wipeout champion. All I have heard from the other contestants is Mikey Broderick is all talk.
What are your thoughts on Mikey Broderick?
Mikey who? You know, any guy that wears tights and puts socks down the front, he's got real issues.
I think he needs to get over himself.
Mikey needs a fight hug, and I'm going to give it to him.
Got nothing on this.
Thanks, Kelly. The Dizzy Dummy cranking up now.
It's going. Have a look at Beth Fight Hugs Reed, dreaming of what she can buy with the Wipeout prize money.
By helicopter.
Old Rhoda Legs doing a pretty nice helicopter impersonation there herself.
Her legs are just flying out there.
All right, the Dizzy Dummy stopped and they're unlocked. And Tom Cruise flies into action.
Look at him go! The rest looks shaken and stirred. Of course, you have to remember the Earth is also spinning, James. Come on, babe.
Well, maybe so, but it hasn't bothered Ryan. Have a look at this bloke. The game is over. Before the rest even get started, Ryan Tom Cruise Newland is through to the wipeout zone.
OK, somebody tell the others this game is over. That was fast. OK, I need a replay, but let's not forget the cool music and those movie effects. Look at why he's the biggest little action star in the world.
Yeah, Mikey, nothing!
What do you have to say to them?
I was have to say, sucked in Mikey Broderick. You got nothing. Nothing.
Yep, like I said, Ryan was always going to be Mikey this round.
Really? It's not exactly how I remember it. Anyway, we've got 5 people chasing 3 spots in the wipeout zone. Wonder what's going through their minds.
Probably something like, why the hell didn't I apply for temptation? The Queenslander looks like he could do with a bit more bran in his diet.
Okay, they're off again and Fight Hug starts well. But Mikey screams up on the outside and leaps onto the crazy beams.
Maybe we should just call off the wipeout zone and give Ryan the dough. These guys are hopeless.
Our swim coach, Natalie McClan, goes wide open for the beam.
Yeah, that's what happens when you split. You don't commit. Ooh. I think the only belt Mikey's going to be wearing is a life belt.
Queenslander trying new hurdling tactics here.
He's going all chariots of fire on us. But the fire quickly extinguished.
Finally, Josh, it's game on. Shane Man and Mikey going head-to-head.
Mano and Metro Mano. Muscle versus moisturiser.
Metro Man out in front. Oh, no!
Have a look. He snatches defeat from the jaws of victory.
All Mikey's got to do is keep his cool and his balance. And he's done it!
Come for you, boy! Yeah! Mikey!
Right, boy! Look at the size of your legs. You couldn't even bench press a pool noodle.
All right, I'm going to have to separate this. Save it for the wipeout zone, boys.
So our David and Goliath showdown will continue. Both Ryan and Mikey making it to the wipeout zone. But this game has just taken a huge turn. Queenslander Shane Ellis and swim coach Natalie McClan have pulled out of the competition.
So that means we had to go to our bench for backup. Disco Durston was 7th on the sweeper, and she now gets a second chance at the wipeout zone.
Woohoo! Woo!
There's 3 of you left in the game. 1 person's going home. Who's it going to be?
It's not going to be me. I am here for the long haul. I am going to be in that wipeout zone. I am going to nail this thing. I'm ready. I'm pumped. Woohoo! Woo!
I liked her better with her glasses on. Hey, what did I tell you, James? Disco isn't dead after all. All the colour seems to have drained from Metro Man's face. Little rouge, please. Fight Hugs looks like she's taking a little nap.
And Disco Durston ready to turn the beat around. They're off! Fight Hugs blitzing at the start.
Wow, that nap must have really done her good. Disco Durston caught in a boogie wonderland here. Metro Man blinded by a Mr. VO5.
Look, they're headed for another swim. And they're determined to take Fight Hugs in with them.
Oh! Now, rule number 6 of Fight Hugs. Please mind the gap.
Shane Man now in the box seat.
Oh, keep going.
No, he's in the water.
Okay, can Disco Girl get over?
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no.
Shane Man having another go.
Look at him, he's running like last night's mascara. Can he do it?
He's done it. Perfect landing.
Oh, this is a very proud moment for metrosexuals everywhere.
Woo! So now it's between Disco Girl and Fight Hugs. One more spin and then we'll know exactly who's through to the wipeout zone.
But it doesn't matter who gets in because Mikey is going to be wipeout champion.
Come on, wake up, Fight Hugs. This is your last chance.
Here we go. Fight Hugs versus Disco Durston.
See the beams!
Look at Disco, she's shaking her head instead of her booty.
Here they go. Oh, nice jump.
But now it's just a matter of her staying alive.
Wait on. Fight Hugs is helping Disco Durston.
Now, rule number 7 of Fight Hugs. Don't be polite to your opponent when $20,000 is at stake.
They're neck and neck now. Just a question of who's got the most left in the tank.
Or maybe they conserve energy by not pretending to ride mechanical bulls. Giddy up, girls. Yeah, to move on.
Fight Hugs just taking a narrow lead here, but Disco Durston not giving up. Wait, Fight Hugs, a surge of energy, and she's over, securing a spot in the wipeout zone and a chance at 20 grand.
Did you want a hug, JB?
Maybe later. So, Fight Hug squeezes her way into the wipeout zone. She'll hug it out with Metro Man, Tom Cruise and Big Mikey to see who wins 20 grand.
And more importantly, the Wipeout Australia Championship belt.
The showdown is next in the wipeout zone. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
Now it all comes down to this. 4 contestants with a shot to win $20,000.
But it will be no walk in the park.
You're not wrong, James. It's a mad dash through the wipeout zone.
It starts with a flight down the killer surf slide, a jump onto the barrel run and over to the dreaded spinner.
Get across that and you face the rolling log and a big bounce over the launch pads to the finish.
Making his way up to the starting line is our first victim, Shane Metro Man. Let's take a look at how he wound up in the wipeout zone.
Well, he relaxed with a mud pack in the qualifier, then took a cleansing plunge off the sweeper. He kicked back for a power nap after the dizzy dummy. Now he's rested and ready for the wipeout zone.
Wipeout! Let's go!
This is the first time we've used boogie boards for some serious distance. Look closely because Metro Man actually snaps his in half.
Oh, he's really flying there. I think the secret must be his aerodynamic eyebrows.
Quickly up to the barrel run, and Metro Man charges up the ramp. 1, 2, a little slip there, but he gets over and gets to the top very nicely. Now for the water wall. That tiny ledge can be tough to see with all that water crashing down.
That water's also really, really cold, which is shocking, James, but the good news for Metro Man, it's excellent for the pause.
Okay, so he's through to the toughest part of the course, the spinner. This can cool off a hot run very quickly. Metro Man jumps. He's on. And he's off.
Metro Man trying to match the spinner with his own rotation, but you can't spin the spinner.
I tell you, Josh, swimming back to the platform takes up a lot of energy and time. The Metro Man back for another spin.
He's on! He's on!
He's grabbed the post. Stands up to gauge his jump to the platform on the other side. No good!
Metro Man's dismount is just like a needle sliding on a turntable. He's out of the groove.
Well, one small benefit of a miss is the spinner does slow down on each attempt. So he's back on. Much more importantly, can he land it?
Here he goes. Metro Man can, James.
The rolling log is next. This takes focus, speed and balance. The Metro Man. Over and... Oh! Right in the furniture!
Oh, he can kiss that Metro Manhood goodbye.
Oh, the bruised and battered Metro Man. One more time. This time he's over.
Oh, he's done it.
One last obstacle, the launch pads.
Just standing seems to be a problem for Metro Man right now. He's down.
Take 2. Down to the first pad. Building up his bounce for the next leap.
Oh, he's holding on.
Hold on, hold on.
He pulls himself up. Come on, Metro Man. One final leap and you're done. He's there! He finishes the wipeout zone in the time of 16 minutes and 50 seconds.
Woo! Kelly's down now with our next contestant who is raring to go.
Oh, yeah!
Thanks, guys. Mikey, what's going through your head right now?
Well, Kelly, I smashed everyone in the first qualifier. I whizzed past the sweeper.
Yeah!
And I powered through the third qualifier.
I'm coming with you, boy! Yeah!
There is only one obstacle left until Mikey Broderick is Wipeout champion.
Well, good luck to you.
I don't need luck.
Back to you guys.
Mikey's baked up a fresh batch of confidence for the wipeout zone.
Let's see if he can back up the big talk. Here we go. Oh, the mid-air spin! So he can get a quick move to the barrel run. Amazing! Up the barrels now. Oh, he's gone!
We've never seen a slip on that before. That's going to leave a bruise, James.
Well, he hasn't lost all his steam. He's charging up the ramp easily over the barrels. Good stuff here from Mikey. Touch at the top. Onto the water wall. Now, this may be a challenge for someone of his size.
You know, JB, I think wrestling matches would be a whole lot funnier with thousands of gallons of water rushing into the ring.
Doing nicely at the wall. Now at the spinner. Let's see if it's a slam waiting for Mikey.
Ooh. First time on the spinner, he's held on.
All right, he's got to get to the platform. Oh, head first!
You know, I would have thought Mikey had been an expert at hitting the mat.
Okay, back again. And he's on. Can he make it across this time?
Ooh.
He's landed it.
And have a look at this. He catches the side of the stairs with his face. At the rolling log, brute strength counts for nothing.
But speed does, and so does stopping in time.
All right, back up to the launch pads. Bounce. Oh, right over the top.
That's one way to get over an obstacle.
Back again. Can he pull back the bounce? And he's almost over again.
I think he's trying to jump up here in the booth, James.
One last leap. Stand up, big man. Hit the buzzer. 11 minutes and 18 seconds. That means right now, Mikey's the man to beat. So, only 2 people can take the Wipeout Championship belt away from Mikey.
Beth Fight Hugs Reid and Ryan Tom Cruise Newland have a chance to lay the smackdown on Mikey.
Stay with us for the big showdown next on Wipeout Australia. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
Where we're about to see who wins the Wipeout Championship belt. Right now, it belongs to wrestler Mikey Broderick.
Yeah, he just eliminated Metro Man with his time in the Wipeout zone. But that could change when Ryan Tom Cruise Newland and Beth Fight Hugs Reid hit the course. Kelly Landry is down with Fight Hugs now.
Thanks, guys. Beth, did you think Fight Hugs would get you this far?
Who knew the power of a fight hug?
You're down to the final 4. Do you think you'd get there?
Yes, for all the girls out there.
I think I just need one more hug for the road.
Well, Beth's road's been a wild one today. She squeezed herself into the top 12 of the qualifier, then didn't let go until she was in the top 6 of the sweeper, and finally locked up the last spot with the dizzy dump.
And now she has a chance to win it all. Down she goes in true form. Fight Hugs hits the water with open arms. Across to the barrel run, a little slip. In fact, more than a little slip. But she's up on the ramp. Over the barrels like a gazelle. Nearing the top. One more barrel and she's there.
Now she'll be loving this, James. She gets to hug the wall on her way to the spinner.
Oh, it's slow and steady across the ledge.
Savouring that hug.
But she's through. The spinner's been known to shake off even the strongest embrace. Fight Hugs with an amazing jump. She's on and working that famous Fight Hug grip.
Now, the dismount is all about the timing.
Oh, well, the landing is pretty important too, Kelly. And if you see here, James, Beth has nothing to wrap her arms around.
Well, the second attempt. And again, the landing's very good. Fight Hugs. Up to her feet. Waiting for her window to jump. And this time, again, no good.
That's another long swim back, sucking up a lot of time and energy here, James.
Well, she's going to try again. And she's on again. The spinner slowing down. Here's the jump.
Oh, she's done it.
But I tell you what, Fight Hugs is really feeling the squeeze from the clock. She's going to need a miracle to even come close to Mikey's time. At the rolling log. Oh, she's down.
And there's that horn, which means Beth is out of time. So let's give a goodbye hug to Fight Hugs.
Well, Mikey's still in the lead for the $20,000 prize.
But he hasn't won that belt yet, James. No, one small thing still stands in his way. Ryan Tom Cruise Newland. Now, Tom Cruise had the second fastest time, right behind Mikey in the qualifier. History repeated itself with Ryan and Mikey going head-to-head on the sweeper. But on the dizzy dummy, Ryan left Mikey in the dust.
It's showdown time. Ryan Tom Cruise Newland up against Mikey Broderick. Ryan heels overhead into the pool. Massive landing. Kelly Landry standing by with Mikey Broderick, who's watching Ryan's run.
Me and Ryan have been neck and neck throughout the whole competition. But in the end, everyone's going to be cheering for Mikey and the money will be mine.
Well, actions speak louder than words, and Ryan just zipped up the barrel run with ease.
Onto the water wall.
Look at him go. Ryan may be the only contestant that doesn't find that ledge narrow.
Now for the spinner. Barely a pause, and he sticks the jump.
Blitz the wall. He's onto the spinner.
Tom Cruise on fire, crushing Mikey's time. Oh, wait a minute. He's hit his first roadblock. He misjudges the platform, but look how quickly he's swimming back. Tom Cruise does have time to kill.
Actually, JB, a time to kill was Matthew McConaughey.
Oh.
How about Ryan concede the colour of money?
Okay. Second attempt time. And he's back on. The little man waits for the right moment to jump.
He sticks it.
He's got it.
Ryan is slaughtering the clock with one of the fastest times we've seen.
All right, Twinkle Toes, you got to stop at the end of the rolling log.
Hopefully, as he's climbing the ladder, one of his legs doesn't snap off, because they are as big as sticks.
Well, I hope you brought a bib, Mikey, because if Ryan pulls this off, you'll be eating your words.
That's right, Josh. Only the launch pads remain, and Ryan has nothing but time. He plays it safe. A short hop to the lower pad.
He could take a nap here and still beat Mikey's time.
Bang! He's up onto the second pad. One small step from glory for Tom Cruise. And there it is! Hit the button!
Ryan Tom Cruise Newland crushes Mikey's run with a time of 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
You are the winner of Wipeout Australia.
There you go, a victory for the little guy.
$20,000.
Look at the celebration. Some Brett Lee, some Leighton Hewitt.
Mikey not happy about losing the Wipeout Australia Championship title to Ryan.
But lose he did, and Ryan Newland is the winner. He gets $20,000 and, of course, our congratulations. Join us next week for new contestants, new stunts and a whole lot of new wipeouts. Until then, Australia, I'm James Brayshaw.
And I'm Josh Lawson. For Kelly Landry and little guys everywhere, good night.